Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do my first makeup tutorial. It's gonna be a kind of chatty get ready with me. I'm just gonna do my makeup, talk about the products as I go along, and go from there. Today's look is gonna be a red lip with kind of a simple classic goldy bronze eye. So let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do though is pull my hair back. I have this cute little hairband here. Okay. All right. Is all my priming. I'm gonna go in first with the YSL Instant Matte Pore Refiner. I've been using this primer for a while. I actually got it. My husband for Christmas last year bought me the YSL Advent Calendar. They put one out every year, and that was one of the products in it. I really like it. I think it's really good for oily skin. I probably wouldn't buy it again just because, you know, it is YSL, so it is expensive. And I think there are other primers out there that do the job, but I do like it. And it does make your makeup last. Okay, next I'm gonna prime my eyes. I am using the Ulta eye primer in Nude Matte. This is just your run-of-the-mill eye primer. I have tried the Ulta ones before in like sample size, and I like them. They, you know, like the deluxe sample sizes. I've found with that one, now that I have the full size, it seems like it's getting drier and a little bit more difficult to work with. So that's something to keep in mind. But you know, there are a lot of eye primers on the market. I know before I used to swear by the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. But I think now, you know, there's a lot of good alternatives at the drugstore. I know Milani makes a good one, although I've not tried that one personally. But there's a lot of ones to choose from. Next, I'm gonna do my brows. This is gonna be tricky on camera, but we'll see what we can do. I'm using the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. I'm in the shade Dark Brown. And just gonna fill them in like I normally do. You know, sometimes you have good brow days, sometimes you don't. So we'll see what happens. I use a pencil first, and then I go over top of them later with a gel. And I mean, I know that's, you know, a lot of people do that. It's not something earth-shattering, but I think that helps, you know, so you don't have to be perfect the first time. And I don't do a ton with my brows. I do more than I used to, but it's not like I spend 3 days on my eyebrows. Yeah, so they're not really perfect. Sorry, I'm looking back at different mirrors to get a good view. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with my foundation product. So this is the Rodan and Fields Radiant Defense Perfecting Liquid. I've had this since October, and ever since I got it, I've not used another foundation product. This is like a derma cosmetics product, so it's supposed to be, you know, some coverage, but still have skincare benefits. I really love this stuff. The coverage, it's not like magic, you know, it's not like all of a sudden you put it on and your skin looks flawless, but it feels so good on your skin. And it also, I work in healthcare, so I wear a face of makeup for long periods of time, like over 12 hours. And at the end of the day, my skin doesn't feel like it's got makeup on it. It's never irritated. My pores don't get clogged. And it does have SPF in it, which is really good. So what I do is I shake it up, and then it has a little squeezy top, which is interesting. I just take a small amount. That's more than I usually use. That's like a pea size amount, but I usually don't use that much. And I go in with a foundation brush. This is a Sigma F60 foundation brush, just a normal paddle style foundation brush. And I just put this all over my face. And I have used a sponge for this product as well. I go back and forth between beauty blenders and brushes, but ever since using this, I've just used a brush. I don't really like the way it applies with a sponge. So I'm going to go in now with the Morphe M439 foundation brush. This kabuki. And blend it in. And I just keep blending until I'm satisfied. So next, I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is just a little sample size that I got. Not the biggest fan of this product. I just find that it's thick and it looks a little crepey under the eye, if that makes sense. But I'm using it up. I'm giving it a full chance. And then I just take, this is an Altair Beauty, like a paddle eyeshadow brush or concealer brush. I just take this and put it under my eyes. And I know this is funny, since it's like a highlighting type concealer, I just put it on the high points of my face that I would normally highlight. And then I'm going to go in again with my M439. And blend it out. And then under my eyes, I use the, I guess, Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH12. This is a game-changing brush. Let me tell you, I don't know what it is about this brush, but it blends out everything under your eye so well and so quickly. Love it. There we go. And then there's just usually a little bit left over on my hand, and I just go like that. So I got the under eye concealer blended out. What I usually do after that is I take a concealer more close to my natural skin tone and cover up any blemishes or any places that may just need a little bit more coverage. So I'm using the J.Cat's Beauty Staysurance concealer. This is a really good concealer. I got it on sale at Ulta. I think it was Emily Noel talking about it. I've followed her channel for years, and it's a really good concealer for all over the face. What I'm gonna do, so I have this scar right here. It's a newer scar, actually, and I usually cover it up just a little bit. And then I like to do things symmetrically on my face, just to, you know, make sure I don't have anything abnormal anywhere. So I do tend to just do things kind of symmetrically, even if there's not a blemish or anything that I'm covering up. And then I go in with my brush and just blend it out. And this spot above my eyebrow, that scar, is a little bit tricky to blend out with a brush, but I just do it anyway. Okay, then I'm going in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I've used this for years. It's a good powder. Not a whole lot to say about it. And what I do for my under eyes is I set with a beauty blender. I started doing this a while back. It's just my favorite way to do it now. It does look a little brighter. I think it just makes my face look a little brighter under the eyes, which I like, although I don't like too much brightness under there. And then I also set the places that get a little more oily than others under my chin, like with a beauty blender, like around my mouth and my nose. And don't worry, I'm gonna brush that away. But it's kind of like baking without fully baking. And then I just take a little bit on the rest of my brush and just go over my face. There we go. Okay, so face products are done except for bronzer, blush, highlight. The foundation though is done. So after that, I go in with my Ulta Beauty brow tint in medium. And this is the part that I was talking about when I do my brows. I just go over with a gel. And I think it just makes them look a little fuller and a little more natural, you know, because a pencil can be kind of harsh. But with this, it just blends it out a little better. And I do like this brow gel. I think I got it. I'm using a lot of Ulta beauty products today. You know, Ulta is cruelty-free, so I like that. I've started trying to buy cruelty-free products, and I like that Ulta does that. And also you can get them on sale a lot. So now I'm gonna go in with Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. This was one of the little holiday collections, or it was a collab with someone. I'm sorry, I can't remember who, but it came in a 3-pack, and I love this packaging, this pretty lavender packaging. I had a full size, actually I had 2 full sizes of Champagne Pop, and I used up one, and then I dropped the other one while I was on vacation last year. And I tried to use it up, but it was really shattered. And I had it for several years, so it was time for it to go. You know, I know some people can use like alcohol and spray it and then pack it again, but it probably needed to go anyway. And then I'm going to go in with bronzer. So this is a Bare Minerals palette that came out a long time ago, so it's not available anymore, but it's just like a trio. It's got a light bronzer, a deeper bronzer, and then a highlight. The highlight is a little bit too goldeny for me, but I do use it sometimes. I make it work. But I go in with the light shade first. Oh no, I hope I didn't just blind you all with that mirror. And I contour. Bronzer is one of my favorite things. Then I'm going to go in with the deeper bronzer and this little YSL brush. And I'm going to go around the high points of my face and along my neck and chin. And I do kind of go into my hairline. There we go. And last, for the face, I'm going to go in with blush. This is a Gwen Stefani palette that came out. It was a collab with Urban Decay a couple years ago. And I'm going to go in there with the shade Cherry right there and Easy. I'm going to mix these two together. And this is a F40 by Sigma. There we go. what I do after that is I take my powder brush that I used. Here it is. And this is just a Sigma F30. And I just go over everything to blend everything together, make it look seamless. Again, nothing revolutionary. All right, so we're getting there. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with my Tati Beauty Volume 1 Textured Neutrals palette. I love this palette. This was a new find for me in 2020, and it is just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in first with the shade Aura in Matte. And I'm gonna go in with the JH45 by Morphe. And what I do this with every look that I do. I just set my eye. You know, we use that eyeshadow primer, but I found that if you put down a powder on top, it makes things easier to blend. And these shadows are so pigmented that it also covers up. Like I've got some freckles on my eyelids that it covers up. And it just gives you an even playing surface for all the other shadows. And then what I do is I go in with this little Sigma E47. This is a crease shader brush. And I go in with that Aura color as well. And I just highlight my brow bone with it. I do this first. I know a lot of people do it last for more of a pop, but I kind of like it blended in with everything, a little softer. Then I'm gonna go in with my Sigma E40, and I'm gonna go in with the Matte Soothe color, which is this one down here. And I'm gonna use that as my transition color. So for the eye look today, I'm doing a red lip, so I don't want to do too much on the eyes. Just like a soft kind of shimmer. Oh, mercy. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Soothe Metallic, which is this shade right here. And I'm using just this little CoverGirl eyeshadow brush. And I'm just gonna pack that on there. There we go. And I'm gonna take my E40 again and just blend that out. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe M433. It's just like a tapered blending brush, kind of like the E25 by Sigma. And I'm gonna take this shade Matte Ritual, just this deep brown espresso color. And I'm gonna put just a touch of that in the outer V. And again, I'm gonna blend that out with my E40. And there we go. That's the top of the upper eyelid done. And then I'm gonna go in with this liner by Ulta Beauty. It's a gel liner in like a dark brown color. And I'm gonna line my waterline. Oh, mercy. I've made a mess there. I'll tell you what. Eyeliner is still not my favorite thing to do. I've been doing my makeup for many years now, and eyeliner's hit or miss. It's kind of like brows. But what I do is I go back in with this little angled brush. This is one by Ulta Beauty. And what I do is I just kind of fix it. I draw out any mistakes that I've made. I just blend them out. Okay. And that still looks pretty bad, but it's okay because we'll go in and fix it. I'm going to go over it again with that metallic Soothe color right there with my little eyeshadow brush. There we go. And then I'm going to blend out the lower lash line with Soothe Matte right there. And this is a very pigmented eyeshadow, so I'm going to try to use a light hand. Okay, now we're almost done. So I'm going to go in with my eyelash curler and curl my lashes. And I'm going to go in with this Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes Defining and Lengthening Mascara. This is a good mascara. It's not a very thick formula, so it makes your lashes look like kind of long and not spidery, but kind of long and wispy. And I really apply a lot. I just keep working with it until I'm satisfied. But I don't wear false lashes, so I guess it probably takes about the same time, which makes me think probably I should just start wearing false lashes. Okay, we're almost done. Okay. All right, so now for the cherry on top, I'm gonna go in with Wonderland Lip Liner by Urban Decay. And then I'm gonna fill my lips in just a little bit. All right, and then that looks a little uneven, but it'll blend together once we put the lipstick on top. So now I'm gonna go in with Ruby Woo by MAC. This is a classic red lipstick. And it can be a little difficult to work with, quite honestly. Okay. Okay, and last but not least, I'm gonna take my Ulta Beauty Matte Makeup Setting Spray. Love this stuff. It does its job, and it's a fraction of the price for other makeup setting sprays, and also you can usually find it on sale. Oh my goodness, look what I just did. I had lipstick on my finger and I rubbed it on my forehead. Okay, and I just let that dry a little bit. Hey, so that is the makeup tutorial. I put my hair up in just kind of a messy bun, but this is just an easy I know it took a while because I was talking through it, but it's just an easy makeup look with just kind of a special eye, you know, just a little bit of glitter, and then a fun red lip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave me any comments down below. This was my first tutorial, so I hope you know, any constructive criticism you have would be appreciated. And thank you so much for watching. This would be a great look for any sort of, you know, a date night or a party. I know we're just through the holidays, but anything like that. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.